games span the sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals, and multiple weapons. But you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will have the football first. So Sparty jumped out to a 10-0 lead on Indiana last year, but the Hoosiers reeled off 47 consecutive points. One going away, took home the old brass spittoon and basically kicked the spit out of Michigan State.
They did, and Curtis Rourke, the pride of Oakville, Ontario, Canada, just went off, throwing for 4 touchdowns in that game, too. This offense is so explosive throwing it. They can find explosive plays all over the field. Michigan State's got to start fast in this one, David, but they've got to be able to keep it going for 4 quarters.
Well, and I think you remember not only this beatdown, but I think you remember them keeping the hammer down and playing guys in the 4th quarter and scoring. Like, this is something you don't forget because it's already 40-10. You score another touchdown a little bit in the 4th quarter of that football game. So I hope there's some anger and some hostility from what happened a year ago.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Michigan State's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided.
There he goes. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Michigan State is a bit of a renovation project, but Jonathan Smith did a great job with that at his alma mater in Corvallis, and there is optimism that he's on the right path in East Lansing.
Yeah, and I think that it's a proud program, and the go green, go white. There's fans all across the country. They know they can be good, and it wasn't that long ago, Palmer. They were fighting other Big Ten teams for recognition, and they want to get back to that spot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people constantly overlook Jonathan Smith, too. I think he played with a chip on his shoulder back at Oregon State. I think he coaches with one as well, and I think the rest of his team kind of takes on that identity. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to play smart. They're going to be a hard out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Gets open down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. The snap sets up to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for room, it's Hemby. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's caught. It's Cooper. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Makes the catch. It's McCray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Caught near the sticks, it's Marsh. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's McCray.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
So they're going to go for it here on fourth down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They'll go to the air. Gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Looking to get it in. Oh, he got loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
That makes the score Michigan State 7, Indiana 3.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese admitted he usually doesn't do that. He usually goes on top of all of these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting, so they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy, an old brass spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Oh, what a move. Spins away from the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're They're going to be blue collar. They're going to roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Setting up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Hemby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Wide open downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man quickly. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings them to within one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 19 on the play. And first down for the offense.
The Spartans just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Belling. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mendoza. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Direct snap. Got room to work. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box scores, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To throw, it's Mendoza. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So an 82-yard drive there. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll try the run. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Kelly. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught over the middle. It's McCray.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Spartans are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Unleashes one deep. Michigan State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth.
That makes the score Michigan State 14, Indiana 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Under fire. Got his man downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. After that earlier interception, they want to make sure this guy gets his rhythm back.
Yeah, and sometimes when he loses confidence, he's also not going to push the ball down the field. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and that's a tough life. You want your quarterback to play free and not worry about making that mistake. He's already made one. This is a good way to kind of get that confidence going again.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Where's the defense defense on that last play. It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
To the air on first down. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That's got it. Touchdown, Indiana! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the fourth. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the fourth.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. So Michigan State beats Indiana to claim the old brass spittoon, and that coveted trophy will reside on the banks of the Red Cedar. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.